you go. Bye bye, die die, Okay. Layout for resolution. Okay. Live speed can be here next to me. Okay. Good. Alright, okay. Now everything should be fine, I hope. Well, it looks like it at least. Maybe. Yeah, okay. He's alright.
Penguins have a salt gland that allows them to drink salt water by excreting excess salts. Some of them excrete these salts by sneezing. This would technically count as a non-vegan assault. Pretty crazy, right? Well, anyways.
Are you verified? Yo, Hunter,
Wo ist
what
Mac?
are you doing?
Hat sie sich schon gemeldet?
Laut ihres GPL-Implantats ist sie in der Mikrochemielabor.
Why is my game in German? What? Text language English. Yeah, okay. Hang on. I need to fix something quickly. Ask for with your scandal. Hey Sui. This isn't French. Yes, I realized. I had to reinstall the game just now because I French. One sec. Because I had to reinstall it for Hackathon, I wanted to change textures, and while fooling around with that, I had the picture. Few seconds, yeah, literally like 50 seconds. Like, no thanks. I know I'm not that good anymore, okay? But I can still say 50 seconds, so why should I throw that away?
She has nobody. So just ahead. I also have nobody. Thanks. Nobody was asking.
Free time for me. Yeah, better not. I hope the sound and everything is set up. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, is FPS switch? Yes. FPS switch.
Où est Megan? Des nouvelles?
Son implant GPL indique qu'elle se déplace dans les labos de microchimie. Je crois qu'elle court.
Merde, la défaillance a dû toucher un équipement vital. Vous l'avez en visuel?
J'essaie, mais les Intellicams ne répondent plus. Quelque chose crée des interférences. Il faut que vous alliez voir, Jensen.
Okay. Yeah, I have only like roughly an hour, then I need to get going for training. But I felt like, hey, because otherwise I will have no time in the evening. Or maybe I'll have time in the evening to stream, but I'd rather do it right now since I know I have a bit of time. I'm trying to run this game, but was before I knew speedrun was a big thing. After I found out I can beat the thing, I gave up. I mean, well, fair enough. Like, but that is like where the beauty comes in. Like, if you're a new runner or someone who wants to try and speedrun it, you find like methods and tricks on your own, and when you see others already did that, then you find like how broken the game is. Like, also you might find something new which others are not aware of. So, like, always take a look at that. Like, we had that with Maxim coming from the Half-Life community into Deus Ex, just asking about the glitches, and then he was fooling around with them, and literally found us like new time saves. So hey. Still gave up. Can still pick it up again. Just follow what I'm doing right now. Okay, start. Considering that in my PB I got this with the fire extinguisher. so stupid, so I'm always losing splits in the first segment.
Ouais, je suis dans
I'm
l'entrée.
always losing time in the first split because I got the trick there. When was the last time I played this casually? It's literally before I did the speedrun. So, 11? No, okay, so I started speedrunning when I was studying in my 5th semester. And I played this for the first time in my 1st semester. So like 30 years ago. Holy crap. Yeah, that's been a while.
Moi aussi, je suis content de vous voir, Francis. Mon amplificateur rétinien fait des siennes. Vous pouvez
Yeah, I
réparer.
started studying in 2011. Got it. I made my A levels. Then I had to wait for like the 7 months. And then in when does the semester winter semester start? Was it August or October? I think it's October. Like in I think it's October. Then I started my first semester in October, and yeah, that's when I played this for first. My extinguisher is gonna free at 20 FPS.
Vous avez fini?
Could save 3
Parce
seconds.
que ça arrive maintenant à l'hélistation.
Je sais.
I mean, we're using
dans notre usine et ils ont pris des otages.
modular FPS anyway, so could try that.
Vous sauverez quelqu'un.
C'est votre jour de
We'll see.
chance. Je vais faire comme si je n'avais rien.
Well, let's see. I will try for some attempts. Like, I feel like doing that. But if it's not gonna work out, then I'm just gonna do some practice here and there. Maybe a full no reset run. Not gonna promise anything because I said like I need to go at like 17:20.
J'y suis presque.
Still need to go shopping for training, of course. Also, I feel like grinding the DLC for Criminals Past. I can definitely improve it, and there were some new strats which I haven't
Un
done
certain Sanders,
during ESA.
c'est lui-là. Il n'a aucune augmentation, madame. Ce qui signifie qu'il n'était
Much
pas
easier
parmi les
at 20
mercenaires qui
FPS.
nous ont
I mean,
attaqués.
fair enough.
Mais il savait par où entrer dans notre
Now
usine.
it's base in this game. Well, definitely. Spy boy, spy girl. Can't believe Sui rescued her and lost time. Wow, that was crap. I need to find an extension for Restream.io if it's possible to get like all the FFC and better Twitch TV and whatever emotes there, because there is only text showing.
Ravi pour vous. Le
Keeping
Typhoon
Tom
est dans les labos d'achetage.
play girl.
Il y a un ascenseur qui mène
Yeah.
juste après les labos de montage.
That is some good Italian translation, if you ask me. Alright, so far so good.
Jensen, je viens d'essayer de déverrouiller
Also because of that
la porte
Alan
des labos de
Awake.
montage. Mes codes
Alan
administrateurs
Awake?
ne fonctionnent pas.
Alan Wake?
Quelqu'un a modifié les
I don't
protocoles.
think it's Awake, but it's Wake. Alan Wake 2.
J'y travaille.
I'm always listening to that one song now because I learned to dance for it, and I actually like the song. That was like a funny thing to do during the run. I mean, for a marathon setting especially. Helen Woke. I never played the first one, but if I remember correctly, well, from all I remember from the first one, it was just like you have a flashlight and then the gun, run around, zombie spawn, you kill them, and then you have like a story-driven thing. I don't know if the first one was actually good. I can't remember the critics about it anymore. One media outlet wrote about it, and suddenly everyone wrote about it. Yeah, the tweet is exploding. You know, like, even if I look now at Twitter, I still see like people liking, retweeting it, and I'm like, okay, it's almost like a week now, and still people looking at it.
Oui. Mais
Alright,
vous êtes
story-wise.
Il se passe quelque chose de
Is
louche.
Kotaku really a
Je
media
serai pas
outlet?
un puriste
Hey,
noir,
I'm Kotaku,
avec des
please don't take
superbes
that away
infos
from me,
séries.
Candle. You know, like for like a German interview where they were looking through speedrunning stuff. I digged it out because I told them that I did an interview in 2050 back then at GDQ, and they were like, oh really, is it still there? And I'm like, wait, I don't know the link anymore, let me find it. And then I found it and was like, holy shit, that YouTube video is still on. And I remember I complained in the video that they wrote my name wrong because they didn't use my nickname, they used my real name, and then they wrote Heinrich instead of Heinrich. So I was like, hey, my name is not that. So that was like quite a funny story. PC gamer first. Yeah, might be. I'm not sure. Your fault for looking at Twitter. Well, yeah, that is true. Twitter is for rubbish. Also, did I just see correctly on the minimap that? Okay, never mind. It looked like Sanders was aggressive, so that.
Sanders est mort.
No
Ne travaille
information.
pas pour l'augmenter ou le taille
So this is how you speedrun Deus Ex Human Revolution.
derrière tout ça.
Well, yes. I failed already, so don't worry about it. Are you overworked? I lost that a long time ago. There have been like some changes, but this is like the time I'm running against is my old PB from 8 years ago. I haven't done active running of it. Yeah, I love this game too. Like the world record is like a 37 something, so like 1.5 minutes faster. 37.50 I think. Yeah, I remember there was something. No merda. Did you find any new strat? I mean, not since then. It is just basically people figured out to optimize stuff here and there. And since then, we also allowed to have like multiple no frame limit, so you can toggle it on and off, and that allows you to do another 8 to 8 second skip. And in my PB, I lost 30 seconds for one clip, which is pretty ridiculous. So that is like a big time loss. So my early game was good, and then like at Picus I lost like 30 and then 10 and then 40, 10 seconds. So like most of the end game funicular. Correct. Of course it's funicular. Whichever trick will be losing you so much time. But yeah, basically the end game was a mess in my PB, but my early game was pretty fluent. Also free at 20 FPS. All right, you know what? I will set. Okay, give me I will put a reminder on my phone when I have the time. Put 20 FPS on, and then I'm getting funicular from this time from now on. Always first try, just to get my time safe. Okay. Okay, FPS limit is off.
Madame Reed.
No, I didn't get it. Oh. Too slow.
J'y vais.
FPS limit not high enough. Yeah, this is an 8 second time loss. Back then we could do it consistent. Now we can. 5th place currently. Who's in front of me? So I mean, back then it was Panagan. Then it's Koyoto. Wait, Panagan, Koyoto. The other Russian speedrunner, which name I forgot. Because he hasn't been active in a while. Rampasy, thank you. Rampasy, Koyoto, Panagan. But there must be someone else, if I'm fit. Who was the other one? Rampasy. Wait, that doesn't add up. Or I'm bad at... Yelmir, yeah, of course, Yelmir. I forgot the world record holder, sorry. Yeah, of course it was Yelmir. The reason I'm ahead of Sui is because I clip at 20. Okay.
Pour l'instant.
Okay, I see. I will try that candle. I mean, we established that already during a run at ESA. I loved when I told that story. People enjoyed it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, as said, like, nobody forces you to do that. It's just... We also put it as a variable if you're using it or not, so people can already see like, okay, this might be a potential time loss then if you don't do it, or if you do it, whatever. Everyone's asleep, Jesus Christ. Where is that coming from? I'm not French. But I know a lot of French people, but they're cool. I don't know about the others. What? Professor, please. Human Revolution time, yes it is Cedric. Also, yo, what's
On
up?
dirait qu'il a été modifié avec une sorte de disque.
Like, I'm gonna run this on next weekend for a German marathon in Hanau. And I'm also gonna do Red Alert 2 for the Lions campaign, so I'll practice that. And I forgot what the third game was. Oh, it was Risk of Rain, yeah, never mind. I don't need to practice for Risk of Rain. Yeah, so he has a Spanish world record. Woo! I mean, if you go even further, he has the world record in Poland, you know? And I have the world record in Germany. And Yelmir has it in the Netherlands, and Rampasy in Russia. Woo! And Koyotl is second in Russia because he's also from Russia. Oh man. But you know, while we were making it's something, well, yeah. You know, while we were making fun of that, I know that somewhere, I can't remember, in an interview as well, like people said like, hey, you're the best in Germany, and I'm like, there are only 2 runners. What do you expect? What is that for a comparison? I mean, back then, I think now there are like 3 German or 4 German runners. But it was like, I hear that. I just hear that and I started laughing. I was like, I didn't say it during the interview because it was obviously live, but it just made me laugh inside because I was like, well, I guess you can say it that way.
Laissez-moi deviner. Vous m'envoyez
What are the main risk in deaths in Deus Ex? There was one in police station because you run through with the guys having shotguns, but you have hypostim so you can heal yourself. Other than that, there are not really hard parts where you will die unless you do a big mistake. And the only, well, the biggest risk or issue is the funicular clip because it's inconsistent, but Candle said if you do it on 20 FPS, it will be consistent. So if we do that, then I can definitely save a lot of time. So I'll gotta check that out. Wow, Hunter. Did you prove that? Huh? Is there a committee who can say that it's true or not? Do you have a leaderboard? How do you know, huh? I have many questions. Also, why am I questioning you, that? But I have many questions about that. And if it's legend.
Le signal qui ridiculise votre système de réseau ultra sécurisé.
Oh yeah, but the turret is fine if you don't fail with your sprinting, and if you didn't get a lot of damage in the previous room, you're alright. So I wouldn't really count that as risky. But it can be risky. You can also do it safer, which loses you a second, but for marathon settings, for example, it makes more sense. Do you skip any bosses? Yes. Like, we skip the last boss, like Namir. And then the other 2 are like quick kills, so you can't really count them as boss fighting. Because you go into the room... Wow. Hey, at least I got the launch into my deck. But you can beat them before going to... What? The turret? Sir, please, quote me correctly. What is that? What is it called? You're framing me here. Please practice for Nikolai 20 before you play me. No, we're going ice cold in, and if I lose time, it's your fault.
Merde, la défaillance est dû toucher un équipement vital. Vous l'avez en visuel.
J'essaie, mais les intellicams ne répondent plus. Quelque chose crée des interférences. Il faut que vous
Yeah,
ayez
but
voir,
I'll need to check it because I need to go into the...
Richard?
Excuse me, into the setting menus and get a third button to set the FPS to 20 then. Because I have only 2 buttons. How dare you make me assign a third button now? What is this? Is this Half-Life? Actually, how do they do it in Half-Life? I think they also have like 3 values which they normally use for their FPS to run through the run. Dependency list of things? What do you mean? Where's my jumper? Ah, yeah, we go basically out of bounds. I mean, besides the second boss, Yelena, you go out of bounds and then you fight the boss. Like, in FEMA Factory, which I couldn't show because I failed, you normally go from the back, so you... Damn it. So instead of doing the normal level, you just go from the entrance of the level into the boss fight, beat the boss, and then you take the elevator back up. So you just literally go the other way around, beat him, and then leave. And you place mines where he spawns, and then he just dies because he spawns, dies, and then it's dead.
Richard, où est Megan? Des nouvelles?
Son implant GPL indique qu'elle se déplace dans les labos de microchimie. Je crois qu'elle
I
court.
have to do one thing.
Merde, la défaillance est dû toucher un équipement vital.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is a linear game. It is not an open world game. It's the same with the first Deus Ex or Mankind Divided. While you have like maybe a central hub like in Detroit or what is it called? Hengsha. There you go. you have your hub there, you have some sort of side quests, but you normally always go into another segment which is gonna be different. So like you never receive a prologue afterwards. You will never see Detroit 1 afterwards. Like yeah, you go to Detroit 1 or to Detroit, but it will be different also. I'm wrong. Thank you all mission run when I was planning to do that back then and I didn't do because I had no time. Also hey Trave, no, there is no new route discovered. It's like still the old one. My PB is just from the dinosaur age, so I need to change that. In DS2 you can get somewhere unlocked with 1 million souls for or great. Yeah, but that is an open world. That makes it the difference. You can't do that with a linear game. Like if you take any story-based game where you have to do it in segments, it is gonna be very hard to break out of it. Like Deus Ex 1 is the same. Like you're always gonna be in a certain segment. You have like side quests. You can do different things on that map. But once you leave it, it's over. You can't go back. Dead Space 2. I think Dead Space 2 is also linear, right? Like the same with the first one.
Richard, où est Megan? Des nouvelles?
I mean, okay, so where's my jump? There was a big theory we had for a very long time, but I think we already clarified that it's not possible. But it is possible to get from, or where we thought, if it's possible to go from Hengsha 1 to Hengsha 2. So there is like a trick. Detroit too early. Or Detroit too early? No, I don't think Detroit too early was a thing. But I know we tried to do it with Hengsha because the basement where you're not supposed to be has collision and everything is already loaded, but Tong is actually not there. That would have been a pretty big sequence break if we could go from Hengsha 1 to Hengsha 2 immediately by just going out of bounds into that area. But I remember we tried to figure out a way, and I know that APJJM back then figured out that you can do something like box hovering or box sliding with like a precise grenade clip. But what we tried to do, because we tried to get like a way to go there and we're doing theory crafting, it wasn't possible. And then we found like an old mod where someone made like a no-clip mod with a controller, so you could fly to that area, but Tong is not there. Like collision and everything is there. You see some of the parts of the enemies, if I remember correctly, or maybe I'm wrong, I can't remember anymore. It's been like 8-9 years. And what we figured out is like, yeah, Tong is not there, so you can't trigger the next part of Hengsha. It would have been super awesome if that would have been possible. That would be like a huge sequence break, but it's not there. Yeah, I don't remember trying that with Detroit 1 to 2, because we didn't know if there's like some certain trigger or part where you can go into the next segment, but we knew in Hengsha you have the lower basement from the parking lot available already, but you can't enter it in Detroit 1, in Hengsha 1, but in Hengsha 2 you can.
Ouais, je suis dans l'entrée.
Or like in Hengsha 1 you can already go there, but like there's like literally nothing. Dead Space 3 wasn't Dead Space 3 like a microtransaction hell? That's all I remember. Also it had co-op, and I wanted to play like I played the first level with a friend and then we stopped. Dark Souls 2, yeah.
Moi aussi, je suis content de vous voir, Francis. Mon amplificateur rétinien fait des siennes. Vous pouvez le réparer?
Si c'est bien ce que je crois. Sans doute. Mais ça risque de piquer un peu.
In Detroit 1 with clips, but the laptop for the mission or... Oh! I never thought about that actually, Kendall. But yeah, that is true. The convention center is closed. So if you could have gone there and activated, you could have, in theory, finished that. Yeah, sick. That would have been cool if you could have found like such a sequence break. But, well, it's not there.
Parce que ça arrive maintenant à
The same with Hengsha.
Des
Also, little side note, so when you go the first time to Hengsha, you can go to Taeyong Medical, right? So after that you go to Taeyong Upper, then you go to Pike's Communication, and then later on you're back in Hengsha. What you can do then is go with a clip back into the train station and go through Taeyong Medical and so on again. The enemies are still dead, so that is like, okay, you go into an area which is actually locked. But the moment you go to Taeyong Upper, where you're supposed to get picked up by Malik, nothing happens, so you basically soft lock. Like you literally, you're stuck, so you're like, yeah, congratulations, it's over, you need to restart. Was just trash, okay, apparently.
Un certain Sanders. C'est lui là.
Yeah,
Aucune augmentation.
there's not like that big of a sequence break, but I mean with the clips and the boosts, you're already fairly fast for such a short game. Like back then when we still had to do container clips, oh, no, Grandpa is talking in me. But back then, I had to do container clips, and then I had to use a trash can to push it against myself because, well, there were no single box clips. That was a pain in the ass, because then you had to go in Detroit 2 around the small collision of a building, and if you fell off you had to do everything again. So that was awful.
Richard, je suis dedans.
Sorry, Dark Souls loads maps partially. Dark Souls 2 has the whole game map accessible, so if you go out of it you can go to find boss. Yeah, I remember that. There were those binocular strats. I remember seeing that back then, but then it got patched or something. Yo, Chaos, what's up? How you doing, boss? Only Quas.
Je viens d'essayer de déverrouiller la porte des labos de montage. Mes codes administrateurs.
How are you doing? How's everything on your side? How was your last day? And is today your first day? Or are you still having like leftover holidays you need to use? Yeah. Check out all your runs from my love of Deus like a few years ago. Nice. That's been quite a long time. I mean, I'm still doing this X here and there, but like not as active anymore as I did in the past. I'm a bit sluggish today. That is okay. Last vacation. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I remember doing something similar back then. First day tomorrow, boy. On a Friday even. Like half the office is not gonna be there. Or just chilling. But yeah, congrats once again and enjoy. Map loading triggers. Oh, you mean in Dark Souls? Well, maybe. I haven't played Dark Souls. I still haven't played it. I hope I'll enjoy it. Yeah, I wish you the best for that. Yeah, I'm gonna have my supervisor conversation on Tuesday, so I'm kinda curious how that's gonna be. Enjoy being free from Deutsche Bahn. Thank you for traveling with Deutsche Bahn. Take care and goodbye. Well, yeah, congratulations to that.
Qu'est-ce que je fais pour Sanders?
I really can't imagine to work in an office anymore. I've been now working from home since my first job. Like, since my second job. And I've never went to the office afterwards. Like, only partially. Because one was here, but... yeah. Always worked from home. It's like a blessing. No need to travel. Literally just wake up, turn the PC on, check emails, be angry, and then have breakfast. Excuse me, I need to correct it. Not checking emails. Checking merge requests, be angry, and then enjoy breakfast. Nah, it's not that bad, but sometimes you get like stuff where people are just, why didn't you say that earlier? Or what the hell are you doing? Ah, you're a coder. Yes, I'm a software developer. I'm a front-end developer. Madame,
qu'est-ce qui se passe? Quelle est votre situation?
Et pour les otages, voulez-vous que
double inflink skip! Hell yeah, let's go! Unfortunately, the start was so bad, but damn it! Double inflink skip is really cool. I mean, it just skips 2 infolinks, but it's so rare. When you get it, it's like nice. Well, it doesn't matter. Actually, I mean, it still can PB because, well, as said, funicular is like 20 seconds lost. SRM? What is SRM?
Tiens.
PB, let's go. If that PBs, I'll be very speechless. Is that a reference manipulation? What is that exactly? I haven't heard about that before. You know, I made a video about like in real life glitches where I literally ran like that and it felt very awful. I cannot recommend and I will not understand why they run like that in this game. Like in Zelda when you instantly move to the end credits. Oh no, we don't have that. I think this is like I'm not sure about that, but from what my guess is, or how it works from what I read and people told me, like on console, like doing like code manipulation is more of a thing, but not a real thing on PC games. But I might be wrong. At least I haven't heard of code manipulation and code insertion in PC games, basically. Yeah, like a credits warp.
Madame Reed,
Why didn't I get that again? God damn it, man.
j'y vais.
No granny skip once again. 7 seconds lost. There you go. It's a thing in Colobot. What is Colobot? But interesting. So how... Okay. So Event, please explain me. How do you do that on PC? I guess you do some certain things similar to how you do it on console. Just that, well, you do it on mouse and keyboard. Yeah, but that is an external tool. That is where the difference is, Jumper. Because of course, if you use an external code, excuse me, not code, an external tool, obviously you can manipulate it. You can also just go into the ini file or any config file and manipulate it from there. But what makes it so special on the console is like you do it while playing the game, and when you overwrite a memory slot or a certain address in the memory with another value which allows you to go to the credits. And I haven't seen or heard about anyone or any game where you do that on PC while you play it on a PC. That's cheating! Well, I guess it's literally cheating with Cheat Engine. It's a programming game. Just load a code that the compiler parse incorrect, so it ends up executing code that loads credits. Alright, fair enough. That sounds
Battery low.
Oh no, battery low. Oh no. I have no time to charge it though.
Hey, gents.
Oops. I don't want to talk with him, I wanted to shoot him. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can, now that you're mentioning that, yeah, GTA San Andreas on the Windows Store has that too. Because you do the entire overwrite bullshit thingy with evading vending machines because they overwrite your slot or whatnot, and then you can just manipulate to go into the last mission. Nice talking to you. Skips to last mission, yeah. Nice talking you. I love how he's like even mentioning like the murder is like running away and he's like, oh hey Jensen, bam. Oh my god, okay, that is pretty bad. I had to use 2 hippo stims and I had to reload my revolver, which loses me time because I couldn't run. Siama. Hey Borobongo, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? NA aim, excuse me? Stormtrooper aim, okay? But yeah, my aim was also bad.
Jenny, qu'est-ce qu'il voulait?
Yeah, I don't know how that works with a DVD drive. Sounds like homebrewing. Guten Lacken, hellos from Poland. Greetings from Poland. Or no, greetings from Germany, I'm sorry. First time viewer, second time viewer or something. Is that still a thing? Well, I mean, people still do it, I guess, but...
J'arrive à mon appartement.
Overrides pointer and table apparently. Yeah, well, yeah, that is basically what I tried to say before. But you overwrite an address in the memory with a different value, and then things happen. Bobber. I still don't understand that Bobber meme, but I know that it was a thing. I speak German, by the way. My condolences. Oh yeah, right, I wasn't thinking about it, yeah. San Andreas is a console port because it came out on the PlayStation 2 first back then. And then it got ported further, and of course it takes all the issues. But it's still interesting to see that even though it is like a bad PC port like always, but you can still do this memory manipulation there. I also don't know how long that one person, I forgot his name, took to figure that out, going through the table and memory slots and whatsoever. German streamer not playing Gothic. Hey, that is my childhood as well, okay? And
Qu'est-ce que vous
I'm
voulez,
cool.
Francis?
Or well, actually, I'm old, so I'm playing Risen now.
Le signal
Well, I
qui
played it a
ridiculise
bit,
votre
but I
système de réseau ultra
haven't played
sécurisé.
the rest of it.
Ce truc laisse une
I
base
still
d'emploi
should do
sur
that at
notre
some
réseau.
point.
Aucun de nous n'est en sécurité tant que vous n'aurez pas débranché l'antenne qui émet ce
In,
signal.
in Human
Si ça
Revolution
peut vous
Director's
faire
Cut.
plaisir.
Oh, you know what? Okay, theory crafting, since we're at it again. So there is the bad port of Missing Link for the Wii U. I'm wondering if you can do something on that, because from what I remember, like long time ago when I read that, I don't know, it was like a tweet from the guy who made the port of Missing Link for Wii U. He had so many issues. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. Perfect barrel. Let's see. I jumped too early. I'm an idiot. Of checking memory tabs. Yeah, it's interesting that people do that. You
Penguins
take
have
the
a
time.
salt gland that allows them to drink salt water by excreting excess salts. So they can excrete these salts by sneezing. That's not being salt. Pretty
I can't do it.
well, anyways.
I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of remakes and remaster, honestly. Like, I feel like it's just a bad cash grab, like with the same issues the game had like ages ago. So I'm like, a bit suspicious about that. I mean, if I think of the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 remastered remake, and there's like complete horseshit, and I would rather play the original with the HD mod. And also there's like a modding community who does all the things. Okay, let me practice that because I'm failing this like properly. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. Okay, I managed to save that, but that was crap. I jumped way too early. But the force was enough. There you go. That is much better. Okay, I'll give it another attempt, and then I'll do some practice because I have to go soon.
Richard, où est Megan? Des nouvelles?
Son implant GPL indique qu'elle se déplace dans les labos de microchimie. Je crois qu'elle court.
Merde.
A proper remake like Resident Evil 2 did is actually good, but that is, I would like, okay, so this is a question I have, because I haven't played it, but I saw as well when it came out. I don't think it's really like a remake. It's the same with like Final Fantasy VII. It's more like its own game with the same story that already exists, and just building on top of something that already existed and make it different. Like make it in a new vision, a reimagination. Yeah, there you go, reimagine. So I wouldn't really consider that like a remake or a remaster, because for me that would be literally take the old shit and make it the same, just a bit nicer. Like if I think of the Tomb Raider games, like I still don't think I would play them because they're like so old and it just doesn't look that interesting to me. But I understand that hardcore fans and like older people who played the first ones and want to have it in a new look would still play it. But like I said, like if I wanted to play that, I would just play the original and see if there's like HD mods or people in the modding community did something for that game. Because that is mostly the case, especially with older games. Like I remember people made like own levels and like redesigns and whatsoever. Mostly for console. What do you mean, Sui? What makes more sense is to make a remake of flawed games, since people already know what did not work. I think that is a good idea, now that you say it. Like, if I think someone will take Invisible War, use the Mankind Divided engine with that, and make it actually good, like, replayable and whatnot, that would be pretty cool.
Ouais, je suis dans l'entrée.
Because a lot of the sales are on console still, not PC. Oh, but what is the topic? What are you trying to say with that? Mostly for console. Like, because we were just talking about remasters and whatnot.
Franck est au deuxième niveau dans le labo technique. Faites vite. Des vies sont en jeu.
Eh ben, c'est pas trop tôt. Vous êtes resté coincé dans un conduit de ventilation en venant ici?
Moi aussi, je suis content de vous voir, Francis. Mon amplificateur rétinien fait des siennes. Vous pouvez le réparer?
Si, c'est bien ce que je
So
crois.
you just make a remaster for consoles so people who have not played it
Mais
buy
ça
it
risque
on
de
console
finir.
higher price. Ah, okay. So you mean for it is basically for the new generation on the consoles who don't really use a PC. Alright.
Votre affichage rétinien est bon pour le service.
So no money for my remakes. Well, that is true. You would need to find a studio willing to pay for that old license, or if it's already ran out, you can do that.
Bon,
Like,
vous avez fini?
also like one trap where I fell into was like Command and Conquer, the first remastered or reimagination, because that was literally a remaster. But as a huge RTS fan, I actually bought it because hey, I wanted to play the old games working on a modern system without worrying about modifying the file. But yes, even in that case, it would have made more sense to just get the original ones and use the mods, because the modding community for RTS is actually huge.
J'y suis presque.
Bon, parce que l'intervention
Backwards
du choc serait
compatible.
catastrophique
Yeah.
en termes d'image. Retrouvez-moi dans l'hélico.
There are also no mods for console. That is also true. That is also true. Yeah, for them you really need, if you want to play the old games, you will need to find a remaster.
J'ai dit un certain Sanders.
Well,
C'est
what
lui,
do we
là.
learn from that?
Il n'a aucune
Have a PC.
augmentation, madame. Ce qui signifie qu'il n'était
And
pas
get an
parmi les
emulator
mercenaires
or
qui ont attaqué.
go into the modding community.
Il savait
You will
parler
find
entrer
everything
dans
there.
notre usine.
Like literally, you will find everything there. Alright, so this is like a little side story, which I only knew because a Hearthstone streamer was tweeting about it, and I wasn't even sure about it. So basically, I play a lot of Hearthstone when I have the time. And then one of the Hearthstone streamers on Twitter posted that there is a mod for it, which makes all the creatures naked, and I was like, is that actually a thing? So I checked it, and yes, it is a thing. They made literally every card naked that they can make naked, and I was like, why? But I mean, of course, it's the internet, but it's like, it's the base game, just that they redid all the images, and I was like, okay, sure thing, I guess.
Ravi pour vous. Le Typhoon est dans les labos d'ajustage. Il y a un ascenseur qui y mène juste après les labos de montage.
Compris.
Yeah, as said, like, I'm not a fan of the remastered stuff, or like, hey, have an old game, just run on new settings and that's it. But like, the reimagination, I think that is a cool thing. If you actually take an old setting or an old game with a story that already exists, which is good, and then you just literally make something new of that. And no, I'm not French. I'm German, as I mentioned before. Damn, I'm losing a lot of time. Hey, Jaina! Hey! Hey! Yo, Papa will soon finish, and then we go to Grandma, and then we go shopping. Yeah? Okay, someone doesn't want to go to Grandma, I guess. I thought you were Deutsch. Well, yeah, I am Deutsch. That is literally German. Come on. Hey! And now my youngest one is punching me, why? Also, I'm losing already 20 seconds for not getting the... or 14 seconds for not getting the clip here. Yeah, the game is in French because the French version saves 14 seconds. If you run the game in German, you lose 50 seconds. If you run it in Russian, it's... no, actually German is 55, I think. And Russian was 105, or something like that. I can't remember the numbers anymore. And if, I don't know, like, Hennigan was doing that in a spreadsheet on Google, and he shared it in the Deus Ex Discord, but I haven't seen that in a
J'ai sur
while.
les bras un puriste mort, avec de superbes
She's
implants
punching me, yeah. What about Chinese? There is no Chinese version of this. 1 punch per second lost. Oh no,
Qu'est-ce que je fais pour Sanders?
coming slower. Luckily, her punches have not a lot of impact yet. I need to change that for the future. I mean, what? It could be trilingual. Oh, no need. French is more than enough while having English subtitles. Where is it? I mean, well, yeah, that is true, that is true. But from experience, I can say it's not that bad if you get hit between the legs. Because their weight is still low and they don't know what they're doing. So, I can't tell you that much. So chance. Okay, now someone needs to... Oh, goddammit. So now someone needs to take a croissant, make it like around Jensen's hair. Instead of Jensen having hair, he has a croissant there.
Adam, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Quelle est votre situation?
Sanders est mort.
No
Il ne
influence
savait
skip.
pas
Yeah,
pour
this is a
l'augmenter.
really bad start.
Il y a quelqu'un d'autre derrière tout ça.
Like, I have fun running both. Like, Deus Ex 1 is more hit glitch heavy, since you have a lot of small and bigger clips or tricks all chained up. And Human Revolution is a bit more chill. Like, less glitches in that case, but still a lot of fun, especially when you can go fast. 40 seconds, yeah, this is not big. Into arms, but kinda missed the spot. Okay, that sounds very painful, I guess. I mean, I wake up during the night sometimes because I get a headbutt, or suddenly there's like a leg kicking me in the stomach, and I'm like, what is going on? When I realize, like, it's just daughter. Okay, and then I go back to sleep. The life of being a parent.
Tiens,
Tout ça rappelle de mauvais souvenirs. J'adore votre ami.
Alright. Unfortunately, I have to go soon, so I won't be able to finish this. But at least I want to go to get to FEMA, if we get to FEMA. So let's see.
Okay.
Are the bosses okay for ammo? Are they all easily played? You don't need to use ammo, as I said, or well, I didn't really talk about it. But you use explosives to beat all the 3 bosses, and you just need 3... Yeah, I'm sorry, like I had only a bit of time, so I just did a short stream. And maybe in the evening I will have some time. Gotta see, depends on the kids, but I'll be back late at like around 10 in the evening, and then I will probably go and sleep or chill with wife, so won't have the time to stream. But at least I wanted to stream a bit.
Madame Reed,
Come on, why is Granny Stick not working? Like I'm spamming the
j'y vais.
buttons like crazy. But yeah, like the next coming days I will stream again, so don't worry about that. But like, yeah, you do all the levels normally, Jumper, in Human Revolution. And then the bosses you just defeat with, well, Yelena and Barrett? What? No, Barracks. I'm playing too much RTS. Barrett you beat with 3 explosives. So for Barrett you use 3 mines, for Yelena you use 3 grenades. And then for the end boss you use the laser rifle, which can go through walls and glass, so you just shoot her in the face and she dies. No, there is no history video for Human Revolution. We have only very old tutorials and new tutorials, which you can look up, but we don't have like how the game evolved and what changed over the time.
Allez au commissariat et récupérer son relais neural.
Thank you very much. I don't mind to explain that. It is. I honestly, it has been a very long time since I explained this run, because people don't normally ask about it anymore. You make me feel old even more, because like, I remember like 9 and 8 years ago I had to explain it every time, like what's going on, how it works. I have a spot to be motivated. Summoning Salt for Deus Ex? Well, Deus Ex 1 changed quite a lot over the years. Yeah, the Deus Ex series is niche. That is the thing in the first place. Like, who knows about Deus Ex? Well, only the hardcore fans, or those who like played it casually or played the first one. That's basically it. And like, obviously, like people heard of Deus Ex, but they either never played it or they're not interested in that. As that, it is very niche, as Ken already
J'ai
explained.
le relais neural.
But the
On dirait
games are
qu'il a été
fun,
modifié
and I
avec
like
une
it.
sorte de disque chimio-organique. Pritchard devrait y jeter un coup d'œil.
Non, ne la portez pas ici. Franck est encore en pleine vérification.
I mean, also the community is very small. Like, it is not like a big game. Yeah, healing doesn't work, I guess. It's not like a big game like the Dark Souls game, which exploded, basically. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be that. Like, as long as you have fun with the game and you enjoy it, then all good. Yeah, we got all the door codes. I put them in a split so I don't forget them. But I have them in my head, because muscle memory is just doing the job for me. Yeah, it's really sad that they cancelled the new Deus Ex, but what you wanna do? Nothing you can do about it. I love playing the series and you speedrun it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I also enjoy it. Well, for chill runs, I mean, yeah, it is not worth it if you want to have a chill run. Because then they're already alerted, and if you just get the guard downstairs, and if he's not shooting, then you're fine. But like, normally it saves around 3 seconds since you don't have a conversation. And I don't mind doing that, like, normally it's fine. If I wouldn't have run, and I pressed the Hypno Stim in time, I would have survived. But I did not do that, so I died. Sweetie, are you ready? Sweetie, are you ready? We can get going. Yeah. Anyways, enough Commissar for today. We'll see. I'll try to be back tomorrow. Maybe, I said, I can't promise if I will be streaming in the evening. Probably just chilling with wife, I've gotta say. Oh, also, I have some more gifts which I need to change. This is like super old. Anyways, I'll see who's streaming. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see when I have time or if I'll stream tonight. Otherwise tomorrow or the day after. So look forward for that. I also want to finally play some Cyberpunk 2077. I've seen that. I have that in my list for such a long time, and now I will play through it casually. Okay, he's not on his seat. I'll just send you over, since we were talking about San Andreas, I'll send you over to Lots of S, who is doing San Andreas right now. I think he's doing 100%, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. You get it? No? Okay. My jokes are bad. I'm German. What do you think? Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Kids are going bangers here. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Or tonight. We will see. Bye-bye.